Right, good morning. A bit cold and windy today. Couldn't shoot yesterday, it was raining all day. I'm with the Beeman. I'm going to zero it in, which I know people don't like, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. Now, every time I've calibrated the scope, I've always been on a flat surface in a way of a zero surface. But I'm going to calibrate the scope on the table and see what difference this makes. So I'm going to go into the calibration, into menu, and then into gyroscope, and I'm going to calibrate. And I mustn't move the rifle for about 5 seconds. So it's calibrated now. Okay, so that's finished calibrating. And so what I've done yesterday, I took the spring out and shimmed it. So I'm doing another chronograph as well, and see how it's going to shoot with these Barracuda FTs. Right, I'm loaded. I'm recording, and we're going to take that first shot, and that little cross there, just to see where the pellet's going. Right, as you can see, that shot really low. So I'm going to take another shot. And that's almost in the same pellet hole. God damn it, Joe. I should put gloves on. Okay, so I'm going to take one more shot. Right, okay, so it's low to the right. So I'm going to stop the video. Menu. Vertical. I think I'll come on to that lowest one. I'm going to freeze the frame, and I'm going to bring it over no, I've done that wrong. I'm going to use the second cross. No, I can't do that. The cross I was aiming at. Freeze the frame. Right, okay, so now I'm going to come over to the right. Right, okay, so now I'm going to come over and come down. And I was going going to save that, and we'll see how it shoots now. Put the video back on. As I say, it's not the kind of day you want to do zeroing. It's really windy. So I'm back up to the top crosshair.
700, 31, 11.3.
And that's it, the centre of that cross, or X, whatever it is. So it goes for the same pellet hole.
700, 33, 11.4.
Now that shot left, that's centre. Same pellet hole, well, the cross pellet hole.
700, 28, 11.3.
And that's gone low, slightly to the left, almost centre. Right, same pellet hole.
700, 26, 11.2.
And that shot high. Same pellet.
700, 21, 11.1.
And that shot left, almost in the same pellet hole as that first left shot. Centre though. Right, I'm going to go for that top pellet hole.
700, 19, 11.
Same pellet hole.
700, 10, 10.7.
I've got two more shots on this magazine. I come down to the second cross, aim at centre.
700, 10, 10.7. Last bullet.
Last bullet.
$700, 10.7. Empty magazine.
Right, empty magazine. Well, the average speed of the pellet is 724. We've got a spread of 30, which is not really good, and a deviation of 9.8, where without me shimming it, we had a spread of something like 6, and the standard deviation was 1.5. So up in their power, up in the power, this made it a little bit worse, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go do another profile, but with the business. I'm now loading 10 of the business, 12 of the business. See how they shoot. They're heavier pellet at 10.5 grain. I know it's not much heavier than the 9 point. No, I've still got another magazine. Right, I'll use this magazine for the business. Edit. Now I'm not recording the chronograph. You can hear what it's saying, I hope. String. Yeah, sometimes I can see create new string, and another time I can't. So I'm hoping that this will create a new string. Okay, it's 12 business. That's 12 business loaded. Okay, so in open, it doesn't really say it's not telling me how to create a new string. Oh, new string. Okay. Right, okay, yeah, I've done it. New string. So I'm going for the bottom cross now.
$691 11.1 687 11 $688 687, 11. 677, 10,
Well,
7.
at the moment that's 4 shots.
677, 10.7. 675, 10.6. 673, 10.6.
It's looking quite good actually.
666, 10.3. 666, 10.3.
Well, I think I found the right speed for this, for the busy pellets.
Six hundred 61, 10.2.
Well, I've got 2 more shots.
654, 10. Last bullet. 654, 10. Empty magazine.
Right, we've got a spread of 37. Standard deviation 11.9. Average 672. I'm going to get that target and we'll have a look. Oh, without spilling the tea over as I try and cock my leg. Okay, not too bad. Those pieces, way under the 5p piece, and you can see what the Barracuda FT's done, and 12 pieces. Yeah, not bad. That's way under the 5p piece. So I've got one more magazine. That was the business, and this is still the FTs, 12 shots. Now whether it's on the sweet spot, I don't know, but I've got a blank bit of paper down there, and I'm going to go over for the centre. Not quite sure of this. Right, I'm going to go for the centre of the paper and then go for that pellet hole.
675, 10.6.
Now take no note, I'll turn that off because we might upset everything. So the chronograph's off. Right, now I'm going to go for that pellet hole. And these are with the FTs. It's the same pellet hole, going straight in that pellet hole there. So the Bisley's it's going straight in that pellet hole there. The Bisley's seems like a better pellet for the speed of this rifle now. And as you can see, the way the FTs are shooting, it's going in one of those pellet holes. I don't know whether it's going in that pellet hole I'm aiming for, but I've got 2 more shots. Last shot. Yeah, very hard to say if they was hitting that pellet hole which I was aiming at, you know, because it's going so smooth. But really we got 3, I think we had 3 in that bottom, or 2 in that bottom one, and if those 2 or those 3 pellets weren't there, that would have been a very tidy group. Really, the business on a bit of pellet today. Right, I'm going to load in another 12 business just to see the comparison. And my fingers are frozen. So this is going to be the last magazine. I can't say I'm happy or I'm not happy with shooting in a way of the Beeman. I certainly couldn't take a chance on hitting the Bs or the BBs. But in this wind, what we've got, the pellets are flying quite nicely, you know what I mean? So I've got no complaints about that. Right, okay, so this is another 12. This is going to be the last magazine, and these are the business. So we're going to make another pellet hole. There. And I'm going to go for that pellet hole all the time. Anyway, just really busy then. That's 3 gone in the same pellet hole below that one I'm aiming at. That one shot to the left. I'm not quite sure if that's shot there or it's split the paper. That was the last shot. Very similar, but the business is smaller, and the majority of the shots went there, that point there. So I reckon if I zero the Beeman in for the business, but it needs to be a calm day because it is very, very windy, and there's a crosswind down there. Although I've never said about you know, if you look at the tree, you can see how bad it's blown. So what I might do next time is use the business and zero in with that, and then on a calm day, and we should then be quite decent, you know, especially when you think of that there. It's not, well, you know, it's not one hole, it's not a pellet on pellet, but it's still under the 5 pence. Which gives you chances to hit your targets in a way of 6mm beans. You know. At the moment, if I'm using FTs, I've got no chance, and also if I was using business, I've got no chance. Now, if you look at the sun, you can see the Bisley hole there, and you can see the daylight underneath it. See the reflection? And that's where most of the pellets went in. So if you look, you've got 1, 2, 3 outside the light, maybe 4 outside. So a good 8 shots have gone through that hole there. You can see the sunlight, see? Yeah, very good. But how small that is, I don't know. I'll go and get the target and then we'll have a look. Again, trying to get out. I just can't cock my leg up. Oh, so painful. Right, okay, in fact, this group is tighter. That's the business. Also underneath a 5 pence piece. Very much tighter than the first one, because the first one made quite a big hole, but still under 5 pence piece. The Barracuda FTs won't go under a 5 pence piece. Well, maybe it might, but maybe just the edge of these pellets would be sticking out. But still, looking through the scope and looking at the target. Of course, the scope's magnetised on that target, but you can see how small that is. Look, it's not even thumb size, and that's not even thumb size. Yeah. After seeing the target up close, I'm well pleased. Yeah. Right, okay, so that's the, I'll turn the video off. Safety's on. So what do I think? I think if you're going to calibrate your rifle, the Zulus, the gyro, the enemy calibration, you want to calibrate it on the table you're using, and not a table elsewhere, you know what I mean? Because if you're using a table like this shooting table, if I'm using this shooting table all the time, well, this rifle needs to be calibrated to it. That'll give you 0-0 on the up or down, and 0-0 on the left and right. So the elevation and windage will be set for this table 0-0. And I think that has made a difference. After seeing these shots, I know the wind didn't help all that much, and some of the FTs, as I said before, I'm going to change the supplier where I normally get them from, because the last 1,000 FTs, a lot of them has been damaged. Damaged through posters, I suppose, I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of the video, and if you enjoyed it, give a thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you later. Right, I'm in the shed, nice and warm now, I've got the heater on. I haven't got a 5p piece, but I've got something smaller than a 5p piece. It's one of my shims, what I use. It's like a plastic washer, but it's a shim. Hang on for a minute, my nose is running like a good one. Anyway, I'll show you this because show you what it's like. Here's the washer, much smaller than a 5p piece. And if I do it over, you just got one pellet out, so the 5p piece would cover that. And the first group I've done with the busy pellets, much smaller, well, virtually the same size as that washer, and that shim. And of course there are the FTs all over the place. The FTs here weren't too bad. So when you think about the FTs on this group, you've got one pellet outside, and if you've got a 5p piece in, that will still be at halfway outside, I imagine. Do something like that, I imagine. Yeah, well pleased. As for the Beeman rifle, I'm pleased with the way it's shot today. I'm thinking about selling it. All what you see, the Zulu scope, the silencer, the battery compartment. If I sell it as it is, complete, I most probably would ask £500. The scope is $599, so you're getting a rifle at very low cost in the battery pack. Yeah, I'm real pleased. So I think for the Grizzly pellets, I'm putting the shims in where the spring goes. I've got it just at the right spot, and as you can see, I've just filled the rifle up, and as you can see, I never fill it up to 200 bar. It's 180. So a few shots out of this rifle would be on the sweet spot. I mean, I've done no pellet testing. I used 3 different pellets. The Super Point, RWS Super Points, they shot very well. The Beeman shot very well, and the FT, and even the Barracuda Light shot very well through this rifle. Maybe there's a better pellet, but I'm not a one who goes in for pellet testing. Yeah. Anyway, once again, if you enjoyed the video, just give the thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you again later. Bye.